All right, hello viewers, hello followers. You're all the best. I want to thank you so much for, kind of following me and commenting and asking questions. This is great. I love what I've been doing for the last 30 years. This has just been awesome. Here's a big one. Mike, your finger control. How do you develop it? What do you do to maintain it? Things like that. So I just figured let's just do it in a video form, and it's a little bit easier to explain it that way than answering everybody individually by text or message. So finger control, meaning that I'm going to play a single stroke roll with fingers. Okay? Now, lots of drummers can do this. This is not something that I invented. I really wish I did, but I didn't. So I just wanted to have this in my drumming at some point. Saw Buddy Rich do something like this. He was playing traditional grip, and I just wanted to do it with matched. So we have to understand too that most of the drumming that we do on the drum kit and also any kind of marching stuff is usually generated from the motors of drumming, which are the wrists, right? So you get a lot of power from the wrists, but I like to say that finger is like turbo. The only problem with my turbo mode is it's not really loud in comparison to wrists, right? But it can be faster. So the first thing you want to realize too is I have to eliminate this type of motion with my wrist. If you're familiar with the different grips like American grip, French grip, and German grip, German grip being palms completely down, American grip being palm kind of on an angle, and then French grip where your thumbnail is facing up. There's no right or wrong. They're all awesome. Pick and choose, the one that works for you. When I go to finger control though, I use French grip because it opens my hand up. Okay, so my hand is like this, and this is essentially what's happening in my hand when I'm playing finger control, and honestly, that's it. Now, when I'm doing that, and if I take away my stick, you can see what I'm doing. But one thing that's very important is the balance point of the drumstick, which a lot of drummers don't realize. Sometimes they're holding the stick way back here. Now, I can do that, but it is far more difficult because I got all the weight of the stick. And if I hold the stick too far forward, the weight is back here, so I'm fighting that. The balance point of the stick is the spot where, I call it the sweet spot as well. It's where it's going to bounce the best for you, right? See that? So if I'm up here, look at the bounce, it's toast. If I'm back here, it's toast. If I go here, oh, look at that, I've got this bouncing area, or balance point is more commonly known to. You can call it whatever you want, as long as you know where to hold the stick. I generally have a little bit of extra drumstick kind of showing out of the back of my hand there. Right, so this, you'll never see me play like this, because now I've lost my balance point. Whether I'm playing fast jazz, fast funk, fast fusion, samba, whatever, it's the same concept. So make sure that you have your balance point in check. Now, I have seen some people try to do finger control with palms down. The problem is you're pretty restricted in where your stick's going to go because your hand's in the way, right? So if I open my hand up into French grip, I can get that happening. Now, this is not easy. A lot of my students who are watching this right now, whether they're online, worldwide, or in person with me, they go, yeah, Mike, we know this is hard. This takes a while. So the thing is, you have to develop each hand individually, okay? And a lot of this kind of stuff on the pad. I would say do it slow, but work on getting it to a point where it's uncomfortably fast, if that's the word I should use, right? Because we're not going to play finger control slow. This is great for self-examination and for teaching, for any of you teachers out there who are teaching. Try not to do this either. See how my fingers are leaving the stick? In any case, try to keep the fingers with the stick, okay? People say, well, are you using your fingers to pull the stick in? Yes and no, because it's gentle. So when I do this, I'm not doing this though. It's because if I do that, you can also see that my hand, my fingers leave the stick, right? So I'm trying to keep in contact with the drumstick at all times. And the same thing with the left hand, it's the exact same thing. So I would measure each one with a metronome. Let's say this was, I don't know, let's call it 100 or something like that, 16th notes at 100, let's just, for example's sake. Now, when I put them together, I should have a nice roll. The thing you got to be careful of is if one hand is weaker than the other, that's what's going to start happening, is it's going to start flamming and falling apart. So maybe work on fours, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, and see how they feel. You'll know. I have a hard time watching somebody and going, oh yeah, your left hand is 30% weaker. you'll know. I can say that your left hand is weaker, but I can't really tell the percentage because you'll feel it in your hand, you know, and you want them to both be the same. So if this is 100%, this one needs to be 100%. If this one's struggling and this one's cooking, your roll is going to sound like that. So anyways, spend some time with that. Just practice a lot of this too, just trying to get your fingers moving. My fulcrum finger is my pointer, so my back fingers are important. Pinky is always on the stick. Pinky is very important. Practice that, okay? Try to get that going with both hands. Let me know how you are doing. Good luck, everybody. Love you all.